And what most people don't understand is that with self-harm, it is actually a way of documenting pain.
A Sankarshan Joshi trip.
They need attention because they're lacking something.
Yeah.
Right? Often, again, we do see these behaviors as very. Also, when people are generally mentioning that they're depressed or they're sad, they're actually finding ways to communicate. They're actually finding ways to express.
Maybe.
Because they don't maybe know a better way to communicate. If you look at it that way.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times I have heard some of my clients who come in with self-harm issues, and they talk about it, and they say that my friends just think I'm trying to seek attention. What they're not seeing is that they're trying to document their pain. They try to feel pain. If I am nervous, I'm trying to feel some pain, or maybe physical pain is better than the pain I'm going through internally.
So is that like a distraction from like internal pain? Like, why do people self-harm?
It's not a distraction. It's an actual coping mechanism.
Like, how does that work?
I'm in distress at this point, and I'm hurt about something. Let's say I have failed my exam. Suppose, just imagine, and that's causing me deep hurt, and or I've lost a loved one. That's causing me deep hurt. I have never been taught to regulate my emotions. Maybe as a child, my parents or my circle or my environment has never taught me that it is okay to be sad, that grief is a part, and that you need to mourn their loss and sort of process these emotions and get along with it. Maybe I was never equipped to deal with these emotions. I was always asked to be happy in my good behavior, best behavior. People also see behaviors as good and bad. This is something that I generally have a problem with. If we change the narrative of seeing behaviors as good and bad, from good and bad to healthy and unhealthy, you can change a lot. The way you parent your children can change on another level, because then suddenly parents don't see the child's behavior as bad and sort of condemn them and criticize them. There's more compassion when you look at it. Let's say this is an unhealthy behavior, this is unhealthy for you. And I'm not saying if you're going for a drink once in a while and coming back, but if your child is doing that every second day, then of course it's unhealthy for them. At the end of the day, someday this is going to be an addiction, and this might develop into something that is harmful for the person, to their body. They might end up with some sort of a condition. So maybe I was never given that kind of an option to deal with these emotions. So when I don't know how to deal with my emotions, I'm going to do what I feel like at that point. What I want to do, if I'm impulsive, if I'm somebody who's impulsive and things like that, I will look for quick ways of relief. Because when I'm impulsive, I need instant gratification of my needs. I need instant relief. And what most people don't understand is that with self-harm, it is actually a way of documenting pain. Like every time you look at it, there is a memory of it. And if you ask somebody, when did this happen? When did that happen? They will know each and every time. They will like, this is when I got upset. This is when this happened. That is when that happened. Right? And also, a lot of people do say that it is attention-seeking behavior. But what is, if they are seeking attention,
there is
why
a
are they
reason.
seeking? Why? That there is something that they need to be seen, to be heard in a way that they want to be heard. And if, let's say you as an environment, let's say the parents or the friends or people around can provide that space to just hold that person and see them for who they are, things will change drastically. Things will change. Just even when I was learning, I used to think that people who self-harm are just attention-seeking people. Oh my God, like why? How can you do that to yourself? This was me back, let's say 8-9 years ago, when I was studying, when I just got introduced to psychology. But the minute I understood this part, that it is a way to elevate their pain, and that kind of internal pain, I don't think anybody can help you with it.